guys, it's been a minute since I filmed, okay? It's been a minute. Like filming for uploads is very different than doing live streams. I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but it's different, okay? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, The Tarot Magician, Renee here. Okay, welcome. I am starting a new series. Sip, sip, you heard that correct. I'm gonna try to put this where you guys won't see it in the frame. Hopefully that's good there. Okay, so like I said, I'm starting a new series on my channel. It's going to be School of Tarot. Learn Tarot with the Tarot Magician. I think that's what I'm gonna try to title it. So basically, it's gonna be a Tarot 101 course, okay? We're gonna go through all 78 cards with their own individual video. Yes, I promise to stay dedicated. I promise to stay dedicated and consistent with this series. So I'm also hoping that it'll boost up my channel a little bit because it's kind of gone downhill for obvious reasons. But I'm trying to boost up my channel just a tad bit, you know, get it back to where we used to be. I also miss the tarot community. I know I have been MIA for obvious reasons, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, if you know what I mean, okay? So, my plan for this series is to, like I said, do an individual video on each tarot card, okay? So, we're going to go over upright meanings, we're going to go over reversed meanings, we're going to go over symbolism within the cards, we're going to go over numerology, we're going to go over correspondences like planets, chakras, all that fun stuff. I'm even going to give you guys extra little tidbits on certain crystals or herbs you can use with the tarot cards if you want to add a tarot into your spell working. And I'm also going to try to add, I'm going to do my best, okay? I'm going to try to add a Book of Shadows page for each card, okay? That way you guys can have a printable download for free to put in your Book of Shadows, okay? That way you don't have to worry about jotting down notes while watching, because I know that can be distracting. I really want you guys to be able to just focus on the video, and then at the end, just know that you already have the notes written down. And of course, I'm gonna try to make it look all pretty and stuff for your Book of Shadows. I just got a Book of Shadows myself, thanks to a couple of my friends. So they purchased a Book of Shadows for me off of my Amazon wish list. You know who you are, so thank you, thank you. So again, I'm going to be going with you guys in detail about that as well. And I'm actually going to be starting kind of a second series with this series, and it's going to be Book of Shadows as well, how to create one or do Book of Shadows with me kind of thing while I do mine. And I'm going to be trying to film while I'm creating mine as well. So it's going to be like a 2-in-1 kind of series, if that makes sense, okay? So basically, you really don't need anything for this series. You don't even really need a tarot deck if you don't want one. If you just want to kind of sit back and just learn, I mean, you could do that too. But if you do want a tarot deck, I'm going to go ahead and recommend some tarot decks that I believe are, one, great for beginners, but also I believe every reader should have in their collection for one reason or another, whether you're a beginner reader or whether you have been reading for years on end, okay? These are just a few decks that I feel would be great for anybody, no matter where you're at in your journey, okay? So the first deck I'm going to show you guys, this is called the Vida Tarot. I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and this is what the box looks like. The backs come with all the chakras in the back, but it's in form of planets, so it looks really cool. Let me show you. It's in form of planets, which I love. I'm hoping that focus is good because I don't have a screen to where I can see if I'm focused or not. So I'm hoping that the focus is good, so bear with me, okay? So again, this is what the backs look, these are what the backs look like. It is a pretty good cardstock. I feel like it is pretty thick, but you can riffle shuffle this, okay? If you really like, you know, have control over the cards, you can riffle shuffle this deck. So I really want to have this deck as the main deck throughout this series, because it kind of already gives you guidelines as well. As you can see, it gives you upright meanings, reversed meanings, it gives you astrology, symbolism, even gives you numerology, kind of like everything I've already explained, and it even gives you timing, okay? So kind of everything I've already explained. This is going to be the deck that I really, really concentrate on making the main deck out of the series. So I'll have this deck linked down below if you do wish to get it. I do believe that every reader should have this deck in their collection. I use it pretty much in every reading, even if it's not the main deck that I use in the reading itself. I like to use these as overall energy, yes, no answers, and I also like to use this for timing readings as well, okay? So, again, the Vida-WAITE Tarot looks like this, and I'll have it linked below in case you want to pick it up for this series, okay? Now, the next deck I recommend is the Lightsaber Tarot. I freaking love this deck, okay? This is one of my soul decks, and I just feel like if you are the type of person that you like color, you like, you know, your decks to be vibrant and, you know, stick out, then this is the deck for you. You can riffle shuffle this if you have good control. Like I said before, but again, this is one of my absolute top favorites. I think this is actually my number one favorite deck, if I'm going to be completely honest, okay? I haven't used it in a while, but I'm trying to get back into using it slowly. And again, it is the Lightsaber Tarot by Chris Ann, alright? So all these decks I'll try to have linked down below. You can find all of them on Amazon or Etsy, alright? The next deck I'm going to recommend is the Waterfall Tarot. This was created by my wonderful friend Tarot Oracle. I do believe it is a great, great beginner deck as well. It is based on RWS, but he puts his own like little twist, and these are all handmade paintings, which makes it even better. But the reason why I'm also obsessed with this deck is because my initials are on the Emperor. My camera cut off as I was talking about the Waterfall Tarot. I was mentioning how my initials are on the Emperor card. So if you want to get this deck, I highly recommend it, and I'll have the Tarot Oracle's Etsy shop listed below, okay? So alright, he actually just came out with a second deck as well called the Tasty Tarot, and I actually just did an unboxing of that deck, which I'll have that video also linked down below in case you like to watch unboxing videos. Highly recommend it as well. So, okay, so we already went over the Lightsabers, we went over the Vida-WAITE. Next I was going to talk about the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. If you like sparkly things, this is the one for you, okay? The entire card is full of sparkles, and it is on basically each card, okay? So whenever I'm in like a bling kind of mood, this is the deck that I gravitate towards, and it is also RWS based as well, okay? So the Golden Art Nouveau for those who enjoy a little bit of bling in their life, okay? Next, I'm going to talk about the Radiant Rider-WAITE Tarot. I actually have the version that's in a tin. This is the one that I like to kind of take with me when I'm on the go, if I ever do take a deck, which I'm going to get better at doing, because a lot of the times, like if we go to a friend's house, most of my friends know that I'm a tarot reader and that I'm a witch. So they always ask me, oh, do you have your cards on you? And half the time that I don't have them on me. So I want to get better at having cards on hand. The backs of this deck are super cute as they are stars. And again, it is perfect travel size. I don't know if putting them up close helps the focus or not. So sorry about that. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to where I can film and still see myself. Like that way I can know if we're focused or not. But this deck is also very vibrant in color too. So that's a good thing also. So again, Radiant, Wise, no, it's the Radiant Rider-WAITE in a 10, okay? I don't know what happened to my voice. My voice all of a sudden just like sounds like I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. I'm not that tired. All right, so next one I'm going to recommend is the Borderless Edition SMITH-WAITE Tarot deck. And this is more for those who enjoy like a vintage feel to their decks. Again, I'm going to try to hold it up close because I think when I hold it up close to me, it's better in focus. And this is a borderless version. I prefer borderless decks, but that's just me because I'm able to focus more on the picture itself. So yes, I do prefer borderless decks, and this is a great cardstock as well. I actually don't know why I don't use this deck more often, if I'm going to be quite honest. Now that I have it in my hands, I'm like, I kind of need to go back to this deck. But when you have so many tarot decks in your collection, it's hard to kind of like use them all in a certain amount of time, if that makes sense. So again, SMITH-WAITE Tarot deck, the Borderless Edition. All right, the next one, and I believe last one I'm going to recommend to you guys. If you like a more modern feel, I recommend the Modern Witch Tarot deck, okay? This is a super chunky deck, all right? So this one I cannot riffle shuffle. I overhand shuffle this one, so. But it is, again, beautiful and vibrant in color. And as you can see here with the Two of Wands, she has a cell phone in her hand instead of like a globe. So again, it has a very modern touch to it, okay, if you're not into like the whole vintage thing. So again, this is the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterle. So those are the decks that I highly recommend, and I'm going to actually be using these decks throughout this entire series, okay? So I hope that you are excited, whether you are a beginner reader or whether you have been reading for a long time. I highly recommend joining in on this series because it's good to learn from other people's perspective. Myself, I've been reading for I think about 5 years on tarot, so I still like to learn from other people too. So if anybody else is doing like a Learn Tarot with Me series, I tend to join in because like I said, everybody has different perspective on each meaning of the cards. Everybody sees something different, so it's good to get other people's perspective too, okay? So again, I hope you are excited for this series. I'm going to be trying to upload this series at least twice a week. I'm going to do my best, but I promise I will stay consistent, and I will let you guys know when the next episode is going to be coming out every time I upload a new video, okay? So thank you. If you're new, hello, welcome. If you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so that you can be notified every time I do upload and every time I do a live stream, all right? So can't wait to see you guys in the comment section of this series, and I'll see you guys in the first episode.